Let's go. So guys, this is Dead Rising Timeskip new game. The game is going to begin with mostly just jumping with Frank here. If you're unaware of what Dead Rising is the zombies in the mall, inspired by, I want to say it was Dawn of the Dead, or whatever the movie with the mall was, all the zombies was. And it came out back in like 2006, and it was Capcom's attempt at making more of a fun zombie game. It's known as a horror-themed sandbox, and there's a lot of zombies here. In the early game, you don't have too many. You mostly have jumping. Now, why am I jumping repeatedly? I'm jumping repeatedly because it's going to make me faster in the early game. When I jump, I have two boosts. Once on jumping in the start, and then once on landing, you kind of see it there. We won't be jumping the entire time, just for about the first minute or so. Also, just for the donation incentives, I think we're deciding we're going to cut them off on after case 1 once about 2 minutes in, and then after about halfway through, I'd say. So about case 4?
Yes, and for the first one, for the helmet, the helmet is still winning.
Servant helmet? Perfect. So I'm going to jump through all these zombies, and I need to grab a vital weapon here. It's very necessary that I grab it. It makes the entire category possible. We wanted this man to die so I can steal his... Well, let's get the zombies off me. So I can steal his shotgun. Now, most people don't realize there's a shotgun right in the beginning of the game, but that's always there. It's always a thing. And we're going to use this much for later. It's very strong. It's going to allow us to beat the game from level 1. Now, why is Timeskip new game so impressive? I personally love this category. I think it's the better category because I have to start from the very beginning of the game. I don't have any other options as you normally would. You can't just Mega Man bust your way through this. You must get creative with the strategies. So we're about to get the cutoff. I think it's safe to say Servbot helmet, right?
That is correct.
Perfect.
I will refresh one more time, and it has not changed.
Perfect. Okay, we're gonna do that one. I'll leave the other one up until about. Let's go 5-1.
Yeah, so that's halfway into the game.
Yeah, roughly about halfway. Yeah. And since we have the Servot helmet, I'm going to make a minor deviation. The early game actually starts us off on a scavenger hunt, so I'm going to break the glass. I mean, there's a lot of guns in this game, and now I get the Servot helmet, which we all know and love. And while we're in here, I may as well just play around with these. Just pass a little time. We're going to be a generous estimate, so we'll put that on him. See, now we have a friend. We've made a friend with the Servot helmet. Anyway, going back to the actual tech of Dead Rising, the early game is going to start us off on a scavenger hunt because I need to gather a few items that are going to help me out through the rest of the game. I have my shotgun. This pistol is mainly just going to be used to break the glass. That's the only use it really has. But now I'm going to get a skateboard and the run can actually begin. Like, now we're going to be moving much faster because the skateboard just has that ability to make you way quicker. As you can see, jumping was very interesting. However... Oh, I don't have the... Well, let's expect the gun. We need the skateboard to also last a long time. The skateboard normally has a health state, as all items in the game do, whether it's ammo, durability. The skateboard can normally take about 3 hits. Getting the book multiplies by 3 will make it take 9 hits. The most important areas of the game, because Frank West is just going to skateboard like an absolute champion. He goes over hills, he goes through water. My running nickname for this game, and I call this every time, it's effectively called Tony Hawk's Undead Wasteland, because it's a lot of skateboarding. When people think of Dead Rising, they think zombies, and it immediately goes to, hey, this is like Resident Evil, right? Because it's Capcom. No, it is not anything like Resident Evil. It's a lot sillier, a lot more skateboarding, and we have the Lego head, also known as the Servot helmet for you Mega Man fans. So now we're going to be hitting the first boss of the game, Case 1-2. This is normally a pretty hard area because you need to shoot the guy, and it's kind of tough. I died here a lot as a kid. However, having the shotguns would make the fight way easier. He stopped a bit early. I'm going to shoot his shins until he dies. And then I missed that one. Hopefully we don't have to go over there. Got him. Alright, and that's the first boss of the game. And the shotgun's extremely powerful. In most of the games you may have been watching, even during this or in general... Oh, I got stocked, by the way. I'll talk about that, but the shotgun is incredibly powerful. Most games, the shotgun's a pea shooter from a very far... unless you're firing close, then it's like a glass cannon. However, in this game, it's a realistic shotgun. If you ever fired a shotgun, they hurt like a truck. They will blow up anything. There's a reason why they use it for skeet shooting. So this is a very realistic depiction of the shotgun and will be necessary to beat the game. It is extremely strong, and we're going to be using pretty much the entire run to fight the bosses. And again, going back on the whole idea of level 1, you're supposed to be like level 35 when you beat the game if you're good. Because the game gives you 72 hours, which is normally 6 hours of real time to beat. And that's a lot of time for a speedrun. I don't think we want to watch a 6-hour speedrun. That's just mostly waiting in the safe room. Funny enough, the other day I did something called F-ending, which was me waiting for the game to be beaten without time skip. And it took me 4.5 hours. I saved 6 seconds on the world record by sheer loading. Anyway, now that we're in 1-4, this is going to be a case where we kind of just skateboard back to the safe house. A lot of the end cases are going to be skateboarding back and returning. Most of the cases are going to be kind of glorified boss fights, but it's pretty fun going to them, and we'll have some interesting strategies since we're not going to be able to one-shot these bosses. I also do want to be careful with my boarding. I'll have the extra board because I got stock, and it's going to be rather nice. Now, the thing with stock is it's the best upgrade we can get from level 2. At level 2 through 5, we can get a set of 4 upgrades. It's always random, but it's just the order. They're always the same upgrade. It's just going to vary. It's between stock, health, jump kick, and zombie ride. Stock is the best, and then it's between jump kick and zombie ride. Health is the worst. If you're wondering why health is bad, I don't need health. I'm going to survive this the entire time. I shouldn't be taking that much damage, and every time you level up, you're going to get a full health restore. So, I mean, every boss I beat... Also, Jeff Meyer just died. That was the old guy at the top. We're not going to save anyone, by the way. Everyone here is going to die because we don't like them. They take way too much time to save, their AI is terrible, and there's no reason to actually go for it. And we're almost done with the first set of cases, and she's trying to take me to Paradise Plaza. We don't want that. I'm going there myself. We don't need her to help us. By the way, if you have anything you want to plug or read, go for it.
Sure, we have a $5 donation from Anonymous without a comment, unfortunately, but I would also like to use this situation to remind everyone that we're raising money for the Movember Foundation, which is doing everything they can to prevent men from dying too young.
That's a good thing. But thank you so much for that donation.
Get more donations in if you want to help out.
There we go. And now we're back on case 1-4. This is a pretty good case 1-4. One of the big things I want to mention there is that elevator is going to play a pivotal point for the entire run. The elevator can have zombies that are going to grab me, and every zombie grabs about 3 seconds lost if it happens. It can be even worse. And also, we'll see time skip in action. We get 1-4, and we immediately go to 2-1. So we fast forward the entire nighttime. If you're wondering how much time that takes in real time, it takes 1.5 hours. We have the save that forces us to save since this is a new game, and we're going to make our way over to 2-2. So we'll get a cutscene going down here, and it's going to make the area a bit safer, and it's mostly going to be boarding here. As you can see, I'm trying to get in the elevator, not getting grabbed. We get a cutscene that teaches us about the queens. Another part I love about the Dead Rising cutscenes is the surfboard helmet's going to be in all of them. It kind of carried over your outfits. No matter how silly we get, it's going to be pretty good. And now we're going to hit the second boss fight of the game, and this is going to be Carlito 2. That's the first boss fight they shot the shotgun. He's upgraded his weaponry. He's using a 50 cal sniper rifle now. And it's going to be insane. It's a very good weapon. It'll do half my health if he hits me. 2 hits and I'm probably going to be dead. Brad actually has 50,000 health here because you don't want him dying. However, I want to get creative on how I beat him. I can't use the shotgun because 1, I need the ammo, and 2, I need to just not take damage. So what I'm going to do is employ Canadian military strats to take out Carlito. I'm going to hide behind this wall, and I'm just going to start launching hockey pucks into his shin and skull. After about, let's say, 20 of these, he should be dead. And we're just going to keep launching hockey pucks at him until he gets brain damage and dies. Here we go. This is a bad cycle because he's pretty far away. It's going to take some time, but we should be good. I also make sure I can keep aiming. You can only get like cycles of 3 on Carlito, and he's just going to eat a lot of hockey pucks. This is probably one of the most creative fights in the game, by the way, because the way it works is he can't shoot me because I'm behind this pillar. There's an L, and now he's dead from puck to the face. He's eaten so much puck, he has died. And that's case 2-2. And now I can go back. I have 2 boards as well, so that's going to be greater for the next area. Having 2 boards means I can get much riskier, and it goes much faster in accordance to the game. I have Zombie Ride as my upgrade right now, which is a solid upgrade. It's actually one of the 2 you ideally would want. And we're going to hit the next section of the game, which is 2 more boss fights. So right after 2-2, we're going to get thrown into 2 more boss fights. If you guys have ever played this game casually, you might actually remember this upcoming boss fight. It's probably the bane of most people's existence when they first play this game. It's going to be the Convicts. Also, they have one of the best jams of all time. Like, I throw this on my mixtape. When I'm driving, I just pop this, and I'll just let you guys listen to it. It's pretty good. And the fight is going to get a bit creative in what we're going to do here. We have our surfboard helmet walking in the park. I'm going to skateboard up, and I'm going to hide behind this tree. The gunner's going to try shooting at me. He may hit me, but he most likely won't. He did not. I'm going to pump him 3 times in the head. The shotgun will take the gunner down. I'm going to get them launched onto the tree. I'm going to steal their gun and just murder them absolutely. Ooh, close one. Almost got me, but that was a good kill. And now we have the dead guy in the back, and that's going to be good because, one, I have a car, and two, since I have a body in my car, I can now take the carpool lane. So we're going to take this car and go over to the maintenance tunnels. It's a very good fight. Ooh, I messed up there. There we go. But now he's dead. And we're going to take the car over to the maintenance tunnels. He's going to ride in the back with us for a little bit. However, I'm going to do some gyromancy here, some sorcery. I'm going to go into the maintenance tunnels, if I can make it. There we go. And I'm going to trade the dead body for a mounted machine gun. And this is going to be necessary to beat the run. And there's a reason why I wanted to kill the convicts. One, if I didn't kill them, whenever I traveled through the park, they would be trying to kill me. They're pretty violent, they're pretty rough, and they do a decent chunk of damage. So I do want to be careful with all that. Get off me, pervert. And now I'm going to take the board. I hope we get another board. I did not. I got milk. However, right now with 2-3, it's actually a two-pronged boss fight. So the first boss fight was the convicts. It's more of a mini boss fight. They count as psychopaths, but not really. We're going to take the car back, and I'm going to use it for the next boss. We're not going to run him over, but I'm going to have to be a bit creative. So, you guys remember Carlito and how he had that 50 cal sniper rifle? Now, he was using a high-caliber military weapon, and we used a meme weapon. We're going to turn the tables here a little bit, because this next boss fight is probably the hardest in the game. If you have anything to read, by the way, go for it.
Unfortunately, no more donations, but we can talk about the donation, the bid war one more time.
Go for it.
The clothes. There's a couple of interesting options, I'm sure. The children clothes.
Yeah, the children clothes are pretty funny. They're probably my favorite.
The gold suit and a red suit.
Those are very easy to get. I like the red suit because it usually means I'm behind on my splits. But we'll see that. Anyway,
yeah.
Time for this boss fight.
Alright, sorry.
Oh yeah, it's happening right now. We'll be done in a moment. And this is a pretty tough one, guys. Okay, feel free to go ahead.
Yeah, so if you want to get any one of those closing options in particular, make sure to get your donations in by roughly the middle of the run. And then you can see that.
Sounds good. I grabbed a baguette for safekeeping because it's pretty funny the way Frank eats baguettes. I love showing it off, especially during marathons. It's a way I want to live my life. I want that kind of bravery in eating baguettes, which we'll see. Now that we've gotten the first aid from the grocery store, we can now make our way back. And as I mentioned, every ending case is going to go back to this, the safe house. And now that I have two skateboards, I can give it more risky with these boards. I'm going to hop over these guys so I don't want to break it. But I want to keep the red board's health decently safe for the time being. We're going to get another one of those books on the way back, but right now it's mostly just driving back so we can chill for a little bit. The maintenance halls are also going to be helpful because earlier on I grabbed a key, if you saw. And the key is going to allow me to get back in the maintenance tunnels later in the game. I need a couple of chapters down here, so it's going to be very important that I did that. We're also going to... Oh, car span out. Oh god, I'm locked in the... That was a tight turn. I can't live as a zombie made my car drift like that. You know, I never ran over it in real life, so I don't really know if that does that to a car. I could be wrong, though. If I ever run over a zombie, I'll let you guys know. We're going to have the next survivor die. The survivor's dying doesn't actually do anything. Oh, wow, these zombies are very aggressive. But it's just kind of funny to see in a way. Just because you run past them. There's another category of the game where you actually have to kill a survivor to progress. Like, it's actually required because you need a certain picture, and it was a requirement. In the old route, we would kill another survivor because we needed his gun, but we don't do that anymore, sadly. Anyway, now that we're back in Paradise Plaza, we can continue forward. And this is going to let me get the other book I need. And what this is going to do is give my skateboards even more health. I mentioned earlier, books are ×3 health. That stacks multiplicatively. Meaning, if I have 2 books, instead of being ×3, it's ×9. Also, I'm going to deep throat this baguette because it works. And now we have a ×27, or a 27 health skateboard. So ×9, and then the base 3. I'm not going to hit this board too much because I want to save it. Again, having 2 boards is very nice for certain sections. This board might go to waste in a little bit. I've hit a lot of zombies. If you're wondering, it's kind of hard to see how much health you have exactly, but if it's flashing, that's normally a good indicator that your board's going to break soon. We're back in the safe house, and we're going to skip case 3-1 and 4-1. A lot of the cases in this game are, hey, go play in the mall and go wait. I'm going to do this rad spinning, by the way. We can also take a picture of Jesse. Just that zoom. And now I can go back. Case 3-1 is give the medicine to Brad, and they wanted you to return to check on Brad. And we're going to teleport. In case 4-1, I'm actually going to save it because A lot of people still talk trash on me for this in the Dead Rising community because it's deserved. I got really cocky during one of my marathon runs, and I actually died on this next section, so I always save it here now, just to make sure. Girl hunting is a tough boss fight. Ooh, no, not that. It's a tough boss fight, and it can go wrong very quick if you're not careful. It's probably one of the most fun boss fights in the game, though, but it is rather tough. And now we're going to go back, and we're going to get a nice teleport across Paradise Plaza. I would say after the boss fight that we're doing right now, so once the boss dies, we should probably call the costume incentive. So now we get a cutscene here with the Colts. We're going to ignore her entirely because we don't need to save her. It would lose time to save her. She doesn't die, but she's not going to live well. And she's just going to stay in that crate until the end of time. So let's say goodbye, Jennifer. Bye, Jennifer. We're going to say hello to the next, probably the most ridiculous part of the run, and the most difficult by far. It's going to be Isabella. Now, if you've ever watched a Dead Rising anything, like played the game, watched a speedrun of it, Isabella is the bane of most people's existences. She is very rough, and she is a recurring boss fight that is just absolutely insane. She is the perfectly designed Latina woman in a video game. She has all the wrath and all the power, so we're going to have to be very careful here. And the boss fight with her is going to be one of the only, I can't really say one of the only ones, but it's an indoor vehicle fight. If you guys played RE7, you remember that Jack fight? It's going to be like that, but instead of an old man, imagine a thick Latina. And we're at the cutscene here. She's trying to find medicine for Carlito, and I want to pump her head full of shotgun shells. I can only get in 1 to 2 here. There's an alternative strat you can do. Also, that's not a good thing. I want to make sure that she is constantly stopping, so I jump over her. Now we're back. I'll play it safe. I'm only going to get the 1. Another thing here is the zombies can actually bite me while this fight's happening. Ooh, she's not being kind here. I also want to be very careful, because if she knocks me out of the room, if she knocks me out of the area or kills me, this loses the... Where's she going? Isabella! Isabella, stop being crazy! There you go. Ooh, that's about to spot it. Oh, no, it worked. Alright. And yeah, as you can see, this is the ideal strat for Isabella. I want to make sure I'm on the other side. Well, this has been the most cruel she's been in a while. Wow. Isabella, what are you doing? And she's dead. That's good. We actually killed her, and now Isabella crashes her bike, and it is going to immediately become midnight. But the general idea is you want to keep hopping over her and getting her to stop. You can pump more shotgun shells into her, but it varies. I did get stock, though, so for all of that, I did get very lucky. We're going to steal her motorcycle because it's a fast and safe way of getting around here. It's always going to keep refreshing as well. But now we're going to hit 5-1, which is why I need the extra shotgun bullet. In the past, you need 2 here to kill the guy who's standing. However, we don't have to kill him anymore. We're nicer people in the speedrun. Anyway, the whole idea for K5-1 is shoot the zombie, and then we're good. Having the extra stock, by the way, is going to be very nice. That means I get an extra skateboard in the endgame, which makes getting back to the safe house very good. Anyway, I want to ask right now, so what won for the costumes? Any donations on that?
Yes, we have gotten a $5 donation for dress.
Oh my god,
so
it was dress? Okay, dress, you're going to have to... let me think about dress for a moment. In order to get it, we'll be fine. I'll get it during 7-2. Just because... Is that the only one, or is there anything else?
That is the only one.
Alright, we'll find the dress. I'm pretty sure... I know it's an entrance plaza. I just have to double check. I don't remember the exact store, but it won't take too long to find. I just have to find a store with pretty dresses. That one I kind of wish we got back in case 1-3, but we'll make do with it. I'll do it during 7-2, because this case is mostly just carrying Isabella back to the safe house. Unless you want to watch Isabella... unless you want Isabella to watch me put on pretty dresses, we'll have to see. Also, for anyone who may be curious, yes, that is a French flag on my wall. Am I French? No, I'm from California. But I like the French flag. It's a nice flag. By the way, if you want to plug anything, any other bid wars that are coming up, feel free to go for it. This is all running back.
Oh yeah, I can read the donation that got us the glorious dress.
Go for it, go for it. I would love to hear that.
Oh
my god, Rakust. I know him. Go for it.
Spending $5 saying, well, he ain't my boy, but the brother is happy.
Oh, I actually know that song. Wow. Thank you, Rakust. But yeah, the dress is funny.
That is all the donations we have, but we're still raising money for the Movember Foundation, trying to prevent and do everything they can to stop men from dying too young. And thanks for all your donations.
Perfect. So the strategy here is just run. The zombies actually won't grab you because you are carrying someone. I wish you can do this in 8-2. It's another case in the game that I'm really going to hate. 8-2 is one of the hardest cases because it's an Isabella boss fight, which we'll see coming up. However, if you're wondering why I'm running weirdly in my camera, my controller's actually been a bit busted lately, so when I move forward, it has this weird stutter step. So I'm kind of just moving it so my controller isn't going to be bugging out. I'm getting a new one, but it's been a bit rough. This case is about to end when we entering 6-1 and then 7-2. 7-2 is a timing case, and it's one of my favorites to play. It's really up in the air on 7-2. It either you like it or you don't. I'm a big fan of it, but some people are not. And the reason why is because it is very... You need to be good at a mechanic that normally does not come up. Okay, 7-1, and now we're going to be on 7-2. I'm saving the game just in case. I don't want anything embarrassing to happen. We don't have to save it for the rest of it, but just to be safe. And we'll make our way over to Entrance Plaza, solely so I can put on that pretty dress for you guys in chat. And speaking of which, I really am happy that the Movember Foundation is a very good charity. I'm very happy we're supporting this for this. It's very nice that it's an issue that doesn't normally get looked at, I would say. So I'm very, I guess, proud to support something like this. Anyway, let's go put on that dress. It's going to be a minor deviation. Normally, we would want to go into the underground. However, we need to go to Entrance Plaza so we can get clothing. Wait, I hope there's not the boss fight here. Alright, but it's not the boss fight. We're good. There could be a boss fight that spawns there, but we normally have to find it. Okay, let's see. What shop has the... I can have an extra skateboard on here, so let me do some window shopping. To be honest, I thought children's clothes was going to win, so I know it's here, but I need to double check where. Children, sports, jewelry... Come on, there we go, refined class. We're going to be classy gentlemen here. Where is the... no, this is too... This is kind of a dress, but too business casual for my taste. And then Frank's just going to get down and dirty with that dress. Let me see if I can find one more. Oh god, Frank! Don't admire yourself that long. I think this works. We happy with this dress, guys? This is a good dress? Well, he says it's perfect. I'll see if I can find one more. Zombies will come in here trying to cramp my style. We'll go with this one. It works. A nice black dress. Very pretty. A very pretty Frank West here. And while I'm over here, we're just going to make our way back to the underground tunnels. And I may as well grab an extra board while we're here, just because it's safer. I'll deposit both my boards, and I actually won't have to do it later. So this is going to be some good. I'll grab 4 boards. There we go. And 4 boards is going to be a lot safer than no boards. And skateboard, having it, that's going to be very good. We don't have to worry about that later. Kindle just died, by the way, so rip Kindle. And we're a conservative woman here. Wait, this is the wrong entrance. This way. We're a conservative woman here as Frank, so we know we have to have it slightly above the knees. We can't have any more than that. But it's very funny. I just love watching Frank put on the dress. It's probably one of my favorite parts of the entire game, just because he's very seductive in the way he does it. Most people do not really... I've never seen anyone try on a dress like that in a store, but I don't really watch people in stores try on dresses, so maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, now back to the actual content of the game, the actual case. This is going to be 7-2, also known as Bomb Collector. Bomb Collector is going to be a case where you need to collect the 5 bombs. Carlito is committing terrorist acts here. It's his last stand, and it's also another boss fight. And we need to take the car and hope we don't break it. I want to get in one go. It's also kind of funny because the servbot head's going to be sticking out the top. But I need to gather 5 bombs and hopefully 1 car. There is a backup car near the end, but I need to make sure it doesn't take too much damage. Now, what can damage my car? 1, running over a zombie will damage it. Hitting walls will damage it. Hitting dividers will damage it. More importantly, there's something else in the game that's probably the most annoying thing possible. The shopping carts in this game are made out of military-grade titanium. And I don't know why, but they will total your car. I don't know about you guys, but I've never ran over a shopping cart. I'm pretty sure if I ran over a shopping cart, it wouldn't total my car and make it explode. However, this game just has some insane shopping carts. Carlito's also going to be down here. He's going to try throwing grenades at me, but he's not going to really be fast enough unless you're slow. So we'll have to be careful. We'll keep going, and we're going to get the second bomb coming up here. And the route I'm taking is going to be a nice route that will lead me towards the end of the area, and will also be pretty generous on getting out of here. You need to exit on a certain exit in order to beat the mission, so you have to be careful. This is also a good example of Carlito stopping. As long as you're in the car, all he'll do, if you're by the bomb, he'll throw a bomb at you. It's kind of counterintuitive that he's throwing grenades at another bomb, but I'm not going to judge Carlito for his lifestyle choices. I mean, can you really... I'm pretty sure he's not right in the head at this point. We've taken how many pucks to the face? I mean, we were pelting with hockey pucks earlier. I'm pretty sure the man is not in the best mental state right now. See, he needs to find the Movember Foundation for help. If you want to plug anything, by the way, go for it.
Yes, we have a couple donations. We have a $5 donation from Anonymous without a comment, and another $5 donation from Virus saying, "Hey Twitch chat, have you heard of this new thing called Twitch Prime? Smile. If you can't donate, you can support the speedrun by at least spending the free subscription option you have available."
Perfect.
And that is correct. If you subscribe with Twitch Prime, you will support any ESA marathons we'll be doing in the future. And I will also quickly use this to plug a donation incentive for the upcoming run. There's a character name bid war where you can choose from a variety of names. And right now, Furious, Ming, and Blue the Lotus Blossom are tied at $5. So if you want any of the other names to win or break the tie, get your donations in for that. Thank you, everyone.
Perfect. And we got a good car, so that's nice. I think the donations for the good marathon luck here. Normally, your car can get destroyed just because of bad luck on zombie-sponsored shopping carts. Like that. Shopping carts just like that. The car... That's good timing, huh? I'll take that. That's pretty solid timing. But yeah, we finished 7-2. That went off pretty well, I would say. It was a very nice case. And now we're going to be hitting 8-1. 8-1 is a nice case going back to the safe house, and it's going to be pretty fun for me. 8-1 and 8-3 are effectively the same case. However, 8-2 and 8-4 are the final bosses of the game. 8-2 is probably my least favorite case in the entire game, and was solely dedicated by the community to find faster routes on it. It's going to be fun explaining those, but 8-4 is the final boss. The game doesn't end on the final boss, but it obviously is going to vary. We're going to make our way back right now, and also, just as a quick donation thing, I think after the run, I'm definitely donating some money. Not to Dead Rising, because I don't believe in donating to my own incentives. However, for you, I guess, fans in general who may know me from another marathon, I will be donating to the UFO ending. I'm definitely make sure I do that. I also definitely want to support the marathon here. It's been very nice, very, very, very fun watching. So, back to the elevator, and now it is time for my favorite case in the game. And that is going to be 8-2. It is a cruel boss fight and channels all of Isabella's power into one case. So why is it bad? It's an auto-scroller. However, not only is it an auto-scroller, it's an auto-scroller that is dedicated around Isabella. So, it's not me auto-scrolling. It's Isabella. And now we have the case going. I have 4 skateboards, so I can kind of get generous with these. But the thing is, I have to escort Isabel through each section, and she can only be followed on a certain distance. It's like, she didn't actually follow me that time. Are you kidding me, Isabella? Just like that. If you're too far away, Isabella won't follow you. Apparently, she was too far away for that. So let's go back inside. And now we can begin. I want a mannequin, because weirdly enough, the mannequin is actually one of the best weapons in the entire game. But why do I hate Isabella? Because Isabella is the perfect AI for this game, and she's the perfect capture of your average Latina woman. She's extremely strong, very, very brave, a lot of good traits, but she's very angry. She's very aggressive. If a zombie gets in her warpath, she will attack. Like, guaranteed. Isabella is known for her aggression. Like, Isabella's revenge is effectively this chapter. The rest of the rooms are going to be designed around getting Isabella to be less pissed off of the world. So I'm actually going all the way to the back of the mall here, so Isabella won't have zombies to attack. I'm despawning zombies solely so Isabella can't be pissed off at them and attack. I wait solely for this reason. I'm going to do this in all 3 sections, because having Isabella escorted is very bad. We do not want Isabella to fight. She is very aggressive. In fact, I left a bit too early, and she's already started her rampage. As you can see, Isabella's rampage. Luckily, I don't have a shotgun, so I can't accidentally shoot her in the head. But I went a bit too early there. I have to kill everything. She's also not efficient at killing things. If you're wondering why she's designed this way, so most of the game's AI is very useless. They didn't want Isabella being useless, so they made her have the ability to defend herself. The only thing, though, is they amped up that aggression by, like, 50, and she has Gandhi levels of aggressive. If she had a nuke, she would use it. So the entire game here is actually designed around Isabella not fighting things. Funny enough, though, if you want Isabella to help you, she won't do it to you. She definitely won't do it. She won't help you. She would run past you. So getting damaged by Isabella is actually a good thing. We're going to board all the way around the park right now, because it's faster than going straight to the other side. And by doing this, it's going to remove all of the zombies in Isabella's path. If you're wondering why this works, so zombies in this game are spawned procedurally. There can only be so many in each room. So I think outside there's like a limit of, like, I think 800 or something. It's either 800 or 2,000. Either way, though, when I'm going over to here, it's generating more zombies in front of me and degenerating the zombies in Isabella's warpath. So I want to be very careful here. I want to go all the way around so Isabella ends up right at the stairs, right about the time I'll make it towards the stairs. We should be getting there at the same time. Now, I could make it there faster if I just ran. However, this is much faster because it doesn't matter how fast I get there. It only matters on our Queen Isabella here. So, it looks like that's pretty good. She's ran the entire way. When she's at the bottom of the stairs, this section will be done. We have one more. My favorite part about the game, by the way, is Frank West skateboarding up the stairs. I want to see Tony Hawk do that. He probably can. Isabella's also already gotten into a fight. She's at the bottom of the stairs, though, so this will work. And the last room is actually just leave Isabella to fight the zombies. She won't attack most of these guys most of the time. She may get stuck near the end, but at that point, I can fight off the zombies for her. It'll be good. I'm gonna be getting rid of the skateboard, but I need to actually grab some items here as well. 8-2 is important for a few reasons, and one of them is actually gathering the items we need for the final boss. Now, again, final boss, I'm currently level 7. I'll be fighting the final boss at level 7. You're not supposed to fight the boss at level 7. You're not supposed to do anything in this game at level 7. I got a katana, by the way, which is kind of unlucky. I kind of wanted wine. I wanted just to down a bottle of wine like I do on a normal Saturday night. However, I'm going to use these shotguns instead. I can take a picture of all these guns. You see, this is the average store you'll find in America. I don't know how well you guys are aware of America, but this is the average American store right here. While we're waiting for Isabella, we want to make sure she's not on our warpath, and we'll see coming up. She just got in the fight, meaning she's at the end of the room, and I need to be careful. So I open the door so the zombies won't bug me. And now that I have 2 skateboards, the endgame's also be nicer. Wow, Isabella actually cooperated. I'm proud of her. Great job, Isabella. If you guys have any clapping emotes of any sorts, please post them. Isabella is normally not that kind. She normally fights everything in her path, and we no longer have to worry about Isabella's wrath. And that's case 8-2. We have one more section, which is the final boss. Also, while I'm here. Absolute drama. Let's keep going. Just absolutely dramatic. I want you to keep in mind, if you're wondering why that was dramatic, this was made back in 2006, back when it was drama. Serious drama. So, now we're in 8-3, we have the skateboard back to the main safe house so we can see the security cameras. But the reason why I was happy earlier that I got the stock upgrade is because instead of having to jump through that and protect my board, I can abuse this board until it's flashing. When it's flashing, I want to save it for the end game, but now I can abuse 2 boards worth, and it's going to be way better. And we're going to be able to go back to the safe house. Again, this is going back to the safe house, so right now I will probably ask 1 or 2 more times. If you have anything you want to plug or just go with that, go for it.
We unfortunately have no more donations, but I can talk about the upcoming bid war for the next game called Jade Empire, which will be run by Englishmen. The Furious Ming character name, and Wu the Lotus Blossom are still tied on $5, so if you want to get any of the other names, get your donations in for that. And the donation bid war that you mentioned for Silent Hill 2, if you want to donate for that, you gotta donate at least $11 toward the UFO ending, because Dog is winning right now with $20 to $10.
Oh, I'm gonna donate like $20 for UFO. I got shafted during GDQ with my UFO. You know, I'm coming back with my UFO revenge for Mr. Punchy over there. And now we're almost back, and we're gonna be hitting the final boss. Oh, I hope I don't die in this elevator. Ooh, come on, elevator, move, move, move! Thank you. Wow, that was a brutal elevator. I have 1 health, by the way, so that will be a bit risky, but I'll take a safer route. Luckily, we'll be able to heal up as well, but now we're hitting the next area, which is going to be the final boss, 8-4. Now, if you guys thought Isabella was thick, we have something even thicker coming up. And this is thick with 5 Cs. And this is probably my favorite boss fight in the entire game, both thematically and in general. Like, it's a really creative boss fight for what this game is, and also I'm a sucker for butchers in any game. If you have a butcher in any game, I love that game immensely. Yeah, I don't know why, it's just an aesthetic I really enjoy. Like, butchers in horror games, like, get me that and you're good to go. People always ask me, like, what's my favorite thing in horror games? Butchers. I don't know why, it's just something I really enjoy. And this is no exception. In fact, this is probably one of my favorite butchers in a lot of games, because it's a very thematic boss fight. I haven't really been talking about too much of the story here. If you're learning about the story as well, I kind of glossed over most of it. Your player's reporter, Frank West, he's covered wars. That's all you need to know. We're also stopping terrorism, wearing a dress and the Servbot helmet. So this is also why we needed the maintenance tunnels, so we can go back down here. And we're going to go again. I'm going to go, instead this time, play it a bit safer, because the final boss can do a lot of damage. Again, they did not expect to be level 7 down here. So I'm going to pick up this raw meat, shove it down my throat, and we're going to take the car over to the final boss. And, again, he can do about level 3. Like, he can do about 3 points of damage. Every block of damage is about 100, so I have about 500 health total right now. He can do 300 damage in one hit. So I'm going to be very careful. His cleavers do about 100 per throw, but he has some very strong hits. It's one of the toughest boss fights in the game, and is extremely difficult. I'm going to get a bit creative on it, and I'll explain all the nuances of it. I'll give you a hint, though. It does involve the shotguns I have, and it's important for what I grabbed. And they're coming up right here. And this is the final boss, and we'll see the absolute unit that is Larry. Here we go. Look at Larry, the absolute unit. Those socks, dude, or shoes. So the thing about Larry is he won't attack you until you attack him, because he's trying to sell you meat. But what I'm going to do is rapid fire these shotguns at him, because by alternating back and forth, I'm removing the pump animation on the shotgun. I don't want to fire too fast, though, because if I fire too fast, Larry can actually become invulnerable. Now, he takes a lot of shotgun shells to go down, and I go back here because getting hit by that chunk of meat is not good. But I can shoot through the meat, and now Larry is dead, and Larry just died. And there we go. And now we get Carlito. We're now at level 9, which is the highest level we'll be. And I can skateboard back. But that was the final boss. And it's tough because a lot of people end up missing the bullets. If you fire too quickly, Larry will actually be immune to your bullets. But if you fire too slow, you're just wasting time. It's faster than the old route, which is just fire all your shotgun rounds at him. But finding that, it's a glitch that's done, and it's rapid fire shooting. You can do the same thing as the Isabella fight, weirdly enough. If you have inventory at all, you can do it. However, I don't really think that's reliable on my end, so I most of the time don't. It's just not my style. Anyway, that was the final boss, and the game's not over yet, though. We still have 2 cases we have to do. The facts and getting the actual ending. We're getting the best ending in the game, well, kind of. The actual best ending requires you to do a 72-hour mode, or overtime mode at the end. However, this is the canon ending for 72-hour mode. And again, this is the main storyline. Normally, Dead Rising speedruns would be about a 6-hour endeavor, but we're doing it in about 40 minutes. And it's looking pretty good. And Timeskip is going to make all this time jump forward very quick. There's like supposed to be a ton of cutscenes. It's, hey, military's invading the mall, more are coming, and it's just the events of the game boiling down as the military comes in. And this is called the facts. There's going to be a lot of cutscene skips here. If you're wondering, poor Jessie over here is no longer alive. She turned into a zombie. We're not going to see her for the rest of the game. Brad is still around. Isabella will live. Luckily, she'll live. Otis escaped. Otis is the one survivor we don't have to care about because he always survives. You can't kill Otis. He actually steals a helicopter and gets out. But after all these cutscenes, we're going to have a nice skateboard back to the safe house, and the run will be done. So I do want to take this time. That end will come up on the vent. I'll make sure to call it out and just be ready for that. Also, I like how the picture of Isabella still remains. Whenever you take pictures, they do re-show up in the loading screens. So you got to see the thick Isabella once again. However, I do want to just say at this moment, I want to thank you guys for watching Dead Rising. It's mostly a skateboard back, and it's been a fun run. I thought this run has gone, it's grew a lot in the year 2018. Before, we had to just do overtime speedruns, or we had to just wait 6 hours. But thanks for the community help, we now have a mod which allows the game to run very well. Normally, you wouldn't be able to run a game like this because it's an auto-scroller. However, now I get to show off most of the story that you don't really see. There's other categories in this game as well, kind of like Psycho Skip, and then the overtime mode, which I mentioned, and they're also pretty fun. So I definitely would like, if you guys want to check out more of Dead Rising stuff, it's always there. We're going to have a nice stroll through Paradise Plaza, and thematically, I love this. All the zombies are dead. There's nothing left to do in the game in the final 2 hours. You can take pictures of certain stickers, you can just do certain Easter eggs, but there's no survivors, no military, no one else. Oh, that 1,599 zombies killed at the end. That's sad. That was good skateboarding back. That was the last section we had to worry about, and we're going to be going in the elevator. Once we get to the vent, we'll have time. As I'm coming up right now. Almost there. And time. And we'll enjoy the ending with our cutscene. So I do hope you guys enjoyed it. Very fun run here, and I'm very happy. The Isabella finale. I love that. And we get to enjoy Frank West in his dress. Looking his Frank best. And we'll play the cutscene for a little bit here just to show off the beauty of our efforts. That is just the peak, that is just peak seduction right there. If you want to know how to get the ladies or the dudes, this is how you need to dress up. Chest hair puffing out, the servbot helmet. That's how it goes. So, yeah, that is Dead Rising. I'm Ecdycis. If you like the stream, definitely check me out. I do a lot of horror games. Dead Rising movie is very nice, and I'm very happy ESA was able to help me. I'm very happy with the foundation they're doing. It's a big thing that doesn't really get looked at, so I'm happy to do this. And now we have Ed
happy
flying
to have
over.
you. Thank you.
Thank you. We have Ed flying over right now. Now let's see what's gonna make.
Hello, hello. Welcome back to the hosting intermission. Nice name there. How's everybody doing? Happy Thanksgiving to all you American viewers out there. Hope you're having a great time this weekend. Hope you had a lot of good food. This is Irregular Ginny, one of 3 members who made the schedule for this event. Yeah. Thank you so much for supporting the event so far. We've raised over $1,500 for the event, which has been great. A little tech crew getting excited in the back over here. So yeah, what has been your favorite run so far? I've actually, unfortunately, missed a few bits here and there. but from the few things I've seen, it's been great. Also, shout out to Leva for the jumping jacks during the short intermission space right there. How are we all doing tonight? It's past midnight over here in Sweden. I shouldn't be up. I'm just kidding. I should definitely be up for this. What do you mean, mustache? I can't grow one. Yeah, I hit it. I dodged it. Are you gonna forcefully put one on my face? What are you doing? No. I think it's fine. I can't grow one. Why should I?
Alright, do it now. Do it now.
What?
Now.
How? The only thing that'll... Leva, what are you doing? Yes, so coming up next is... I actually forgot the schedule. Oh, right. How could I forget? Our very own favorite UK speedrunner, or one of them. I'm sorry, Robo. You haven't run anything in a while, so I'm sorry. Yes. English Ben is gonna show off some Jade Empire 80% special edition on your personal computer. Simple as that. Hope you guys enjoyed Dead Rising by Ecdycis. Sorry if I mispronounced that name. We in game scheduling team actually don't really keep the names to heart, or like we have no idea how to say any of the names we get in for the scheduling. So that just happens. And coming up after is Animal Crossing All Decks on Nintendo GameCube by Shape __. I can't with this chat. I can't. I just can't. Good job nonetheless. I'm sorry if I butchered it. Are we good? All right. Gonna ship it over to step 3, right? 4 already. All right. All right. This has been Irregular Genie, and enjoy the next one.
Alright, we should be live according to Tech-PC. What's poppin', gamers?
Please don't say that. Please, now I'm embarrassed to be with you.
I've got my shirt, dude. What do you mean? Have you not seen my shirt?
No, not yet.
Oh, I'll show you while we get started, okay?
Okay.
Alpha Gamer shirt on right now, dude. Check it. Alpha Gamer, just to let everyone know that I am the true Alpha Gamer, about to play the single greatest video game of all time for you. You're welcome.
Definitely.
Alright.
Definitely greatest video game.
Definitely the greatest video game of all time.
I guess we should present ourselves or stuff.
Yeah, feel free to. I am English Ben, the ultimate Alpha Gamer.
Right.
With me is my beautiful, handsome French co-commentator.
Yes, hello, I'm Strife, also known as the Handsome Historian.
And we've got Jack of Hearts now hosting. Say hello, Jack.
Hello there, guys. You'll be hearing my voice pop up randomly to read out donations. So if you've got anything to donate, now.
Yep. If you want to donate towards men's mental health and mustaches, honestly, now is the perfect time. All right, Jack. You have a bid war for me. Who won?
I'm on the wrong page, hold on.
Oh, Jack! Come on, man.
I must have...
English Ben is live from the infinite void. Yeah.
Nice black background, by the way.
Thank you. I can turn the light on if you want. Do you want me to turn the lights on? So I look like
no.
more of a human. No? Okay.
No, it's fine. You look like a ghost right now. It's pretty good.
Alright. Jack, come on, man. People are waiting. 3,000 people are waiting, dude.
I am very sorry.
That's alright, dude. We'll get them next time. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Yeah, stream over.
Yeah.
Alright, the bid war for the character name.
Yeah. The character, not the name. Just the character.
I mean,
Character.
yeah.
We can make the name
So the
whatever
name
we
of the
want.
player. It says Furious Ming.
Furious Ming? Oh,
God,
for God's
okay.
sake. Objectively the worst character, dude. Whoever gave money for Furious Ming, meet me outside in the parking lot after this run, dude. I'm going to give you a good talking to. It's not on.
So, just saying, the characters don't matter because we use custom, custom points and everything, so it doesn't matter which character we choose, it's just for the model and the voice, that's all.
Yeah, doesn't actually make any difference.
I will say for Furious Ming and Wu the Lotus Blossom had the same exact donation.
Oh, you could have told me. I could have picked whatever. Doesn't matter now. We've committed to Furious Ming. So
All right.
I'm ready to start whenever Tech is ready. I assume they're ready, but I don't actually know.
Yeah, you can just give a countdown. They're usually just ready when.
All right. So I will count down, and we shall go in 5.